The challenges of electricity supply in Nigeria are multifaceted. To address these challenges, various solutions have been proposed, including increasing investment in power generation, improving transmission and distribution infrastructure, and of course, promoting energy efficiency and conservation. The government has also implemented several initiatives aimed at addressing challenges facing this sector. Part of it is in introduction of renewable sources, energy sources, and implementation of off-grid solutions, amongst others. Very interesting conversation. We've been on this for some time, but what really is the way forward amidst the recent hike in electricity tariff? I am being joined now by the founder and chief executive officer of Fedicori Limited, Dr. Chukwueloka Umeh, live from Enugu. Thank you so much, Dr. Umeh. It's good to have you on the program this afternoon.
Thank you, Tolu. My pleasure to be here.
Yes. I'd like to start this conversation with issues around grid collapse. Yes, it's interesting we start from that point. According to some reports, it's about 7 times this year in 2024 alone, and we know what this has cost. It's looking like this is something we're continuing to witness going forward in the sector. What are the major issues with regards to this constant collapse that we continue to see?
Well, Tolu, it's almost like you and I have the same conversation all the time. In a situation where the fundamentals of the industry, the power industry, are off, you're going to continue seeing this problem. On April 15th, there was another grid collapse, and that was blamed on a fire at the AFAM 5 plant on the 330 kV line. Once that fire started, it tripped off AFAM 3 and AFAM 6, and from there, other plants started shutting down. Remember, there was a time when a minister said that our problem in Nigeria wasn't generation. Well, it is generation, distribution, transmission, and everything else. Because when a plant trips off and the system operator is not able to react quickly enough to disconnect some load to make sure that the supply of electricity balances out with the load that is online, you're going to have other plants trip off to protect themselves. So that tells you we have outdated equipment all around. It tells you we don't have enough generation capacity. We actually are still talking about 4,000 megawatts in a country of 200 million people, whereas Egypt, with about 111 million people, half our population, generates about 60,000 megawatts. So we're way off. Our generation is way off. Transmission is extremely poor. And of course, distribution doesn't work. Then the system that runs the whole industry is outdated. So you're going to continue seeing this problem. In this year alone, in just 4 months, we've already had 7 collapses. In the 9 years between 2010 and 2019, we had 209 grid collapses. So it's almost like we're competing with ourselves to do worse than we've done before. But we are hopeful. We are hopeful that things will get better. But that takes effort, focused effort.
John,